First of all, I'm very thankful to TarangManch for giving me this opportunity to share my views about the work that I have done in the past 7, 8 years as a member of a voluntary organization. Hello, my name is Manisha Sansare. I'm by profession a Reiki healer and a counselor. At the same time, I'm a proud member of Innerweal, one of the oldest and largest women's voluntary organization. International Innerweal is the global arm of Innerweal with over 1 lakh members in over 130 countries. Its main mission is the empowerment, fellowship, and service through community projects, and its focus is on the development, safety, education, and health of women. In the year 2025-26, International Innerweal, in a joint collaboration with United Nations, decided to go and adopt the project of United Nations Orange the World with the main theme of creating awareness to end violence against women and young girls. This initiative was taken up by our district 314 and our very able and dedicated district chairman Lakshmi Singh. It is an honor for me to be a project coordinator of Orange the World. What is Orange the World? Orange stands for a color of sunshine. It represents new beginning, new day, new hope. And this is exactly what we want to instill in the minds of people, of women who have undergone severe physical and sexual violence they have suffered against their perpetrators. Women go through a lot of physical abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, and digital abuse also. But this time we have focused on the physical abuse that they undergo when they are uh, attacked by their perpetrators outside their home and, very sorry to say, inside their home as well. There are many young girls who are subject to crime by their own guardians who were supposed to protect them, but they become the uh, just yeah, please. But they become the victim of their own uncles and sometimes their own father as well. Violence is a human rights violation. None of the women should undergo this. But thousands of years have passed, and still women have been facing this problem. Every now and then, we see it on the news that some or the other incident has happened with a young girl or with a woman. There are many women who actually don't step out of their house and speak up for what they are suffering. They keep it to themselves, fearing the society, fearing the wrath of their parents or their family members. And sometimes it is so sad to know that some young girls, when they go and complain to their mothers, it is the mothers who actually tell them to keep quiet, who don't let them come out and speak up and ask them to continue with whatever is happening with them, which is very alarming and sad for the society that we live in. It is a something which impacts the life of a woman and also the life of the family and also the society at large. Till what time are we going to uh, face this imbalance in the society, keep on suffering? So we have taken this initiative of helping these young women and also young girls in this regard so that they come out and we are able to help them. So taking this into consideration, this year we decided to do certain projects through which we could create that awareness and help these women to come out and speak to us. Every time these people think, the people who are suffering, they feel that there is no help available to them. But it is not so. Things have changed. Maybe earlier it was a taboo to speak about their suffering in the society, but now it is not so. We are there to help. For this, we have done many projects this year, and one of our very successful project was our district project, which we did in a very unique way. Members of our clubs, we gathered together at Ghatkopar metro station, and from there we took a peaceful protest, a peaceful rally till DN Nagar station, and from there we took on foot. We conducted a rally to coastal gardens at Juhu Beach. At Juhu Beach, a big function was held where many of the speakers spoke about the violence that is still done to the women and girls, and the things that are happening in each and every household. And also, they spoke about the verbal abuse that they go through. If it is not physical abuse, sometimes it is emotional abuse, mental abuse, it is a psychological abuse. And this actually lowers down the confidence of women at large. Because we are concentrating for the physical to curb the physical violence this year, we have we made many speeches at this rally, and this rally was named Step Up for Change. It concluded in a very positive note with giving of prizes to the deserving candidates, and this was taken up by International Inner Wheel also, and they applaud. We started with our first project, which was a district rally named Step Up for Change. It was initiated by our district chairman Lakshmi Singh and project chairman Dr. Sandhya Bhatt. In this, dressed in orange color, we women gathered at Ghatkopar metro station. From there, we had a very peaceful and nice rally with getting down, all of us getting down at DA Nagar metro station. From there, we walked up to coastal gardens at Juhu Beach. At Juhu Beach, a big function had been organized where many competitions were held, and there were speakers who spoke up about this topic. And also, prizes were given to the deserving candidates. So it ended up in a very positive note. And International Inner Wheel also took notice of this project and appreciated a lot. Second project that I did was of making a video of this. Sorry. The second project that I did was making a video of the this title, ending up violence against women and young girls, and I put it on display at a large LED billboard at the Hiranandani Meadows Circle. The video was displayed from 8 o'clock in the morning till late at night, and it was seen by thousands of commuters during that day. We were very happy with the response that we got from this project that we did, because we saw actually people getting out of their cars and recording this video, and taking time to comment on that to us. And they also uploaded a lot. They told us that it was a very good scheme of a project of ours. Also, this was taken up by the media. There were many people from digital and print media who came and recorded this and put up in their newspapers and their TV programs. Also, it came on many of the social media platforms also. And International Inner Wheel was very extremely happy to see this video, and they also put it on their website, which was then seen by hundreds of club members, or hundreds of members of Inner Wheel. So it was one of a very successful project of ours, and it created a massive awareness of the theme that we are fighting for. The third project that we did was a self-development program, a self-help program for the girls of a municipal school. Around 120 girls participated in this program, and all the staff members and many of the Inner Wheel club members also took part in this program. The most interesting part of this was that we kept a self-development workshop, which was done by 4 boys, and they were all very young boys. And these young boys were actually into self-defense. So, and before talking about self-defense, they took our permission to talk to the girls about why it is important for them to take their life seriously, because they have seen that girls, if a boy gives importance to them, the girls very quickly agree to whatever he says, and then these girls fall prey to bad people. So the first thing that these boys, they told them was, why is it that do you really love yourself? When the girl said, yes, of course we do, they said, we don't think so that you love yourself, because why is it that you need the love of somebody else to validate your personality, to validate your being in this world? Because if you would have loved yourself, you will observe a person, you will analyze that person, and then you will say yes to his proposal. And even then, if you see red flags in him, you will not go with that person. You will make the choice of saying no to him. The girls who were very shy because they were all teenagers, and they were looking here and there, and they were not like giving any eye contact to us, suddenly they were shunned, and they were like they could actually understand the boys better because they were of the same age. Because when we tell them, they feel that, oh, these are like aunties, they will keep on saying it, so it doesn't resonate with them. But when these boys said that to them, the girls really responded, and they were very happy to interact with the boys. And the boys also tell them, I mean, the leader was Deepak, he told them that not every gaze is pure, and try to understand what type of gaze is coming towards you, because that is what is going to help you out in your future life as well. If you make a wrong choice with making a wrong boy as a partner, you will be affected for your entire life, because you will be in a toxic relationship, and your entire life you will be just fighting with that person. And sometimes, yes, you can come out of this relationship, you can take a divorce if you're married, but many a times it also proves to be fatal. You can open up the social media, you can see there's so many examples of this which are there in the social media platform, where you can see that the girls readily agreed that yes, they feel that if a person is just looking at them, they feel very special, and that is the reason why they feel that it is very easy to get into a relationship and to stay there. And also then the workshop, it happened, it was a self defense workshop, and it was a very interesting workshop, in the sense that the boys taught these girls how to protect themselves if a man holds them from behind, or if a man holds their neck, then how to come off that. But the most important part came at the end of the program, when these boys taught these girls what to do, what steps to take, and how to protect themselves if a man comes to physically dishonor them, that is, rape them. Till this time, we all were unaware that there are ways in which this can be done. At this point, the girls were extremely interested, and they themselves came forward to understand what was being taught, and what were the ways and methods through which they can protect themselves. And they participated in that program themselves, which was really really good. We were very happy with that, because it was like a successful completion of what we were aiming for. After the session was over, there were many girls who said that, ma'am, when we go home now, we will go home and tell our younger sisters, our cousins, our neighbors, our families, and our friends about these tools and techniques which we can use to protect ourselves, and not be a victim of somebody's bad involvements or bad thoughts about us. It was a beautiful ending of a beautiful session. One more thing which I would like to say here is, after the session was over, there were around four girls who came forward once everybody had left. And then one of the girls showed marks on her hand, because she had hurt herself with the help of a blade, because she could not understand what was going on with her. Her father had been abusing her, and she was in a very bad state. When she told her mother as to what was being done to her, her mother, instead of supporting her, had kept quiet, and she told her to keep her mouth shut. And that was the state. And this girl was shivering when she was telling us all this. Also, there were three other girls who were facing sexual abuse at the hands of their uncles and cousins at home. And also, one of the girl was being harassed by a boy in the school itself. We took them aside, and you'll be happy to know that with the help of the school counselor and our team, we were able to teach these girls what is to be done, and we helped them over the years. And we have now, these girls have come out of this problem and living a violent free life as of now. Then there was also a seminar we organized, which was done at a very prestigious college in Thane. And this seminar was conducted where 150 students participated in it. Uh, the most important and we were very happy about this seminar was that the students who were there, more of them were boys rather than girls. So we were very happy, because we are of the view that for how many years are we going to tell the girls to wear proper clothes, or to behave properly, or to live in a certain way? or not to talk much or whatever. But here we were able to tell the boys that it is not the woman itself. You yourself also have to educate yourself, make yourself a more mature person. Just because in some houses you see your father abusing your mother, don't think that is the normal way. This is the natural way of living. What happened with in your family should stop there. It should not continue with your life. You should respect your wife, you should take her seriously. And physical abuse is a complete no no. You can have discussions, you can have arguments, but no picking up of hand on your spouse. It was a very interesting seminar. Mrs. Sai Tai Lele was a speaker. She has been a psychologist, and she herself is a very senior person. And she came up with very her own maturity and her own experience. And she explained to the students as to why choosing a right partner, marriage partner, was so important, especially for girls. She here mentioned about a film that came on OTT, one of the OTT platforms, that is The Girlfriend. And she said what started out as a very normal affair between a man and woman, the woman is able to observe the man's behavior, and she later on found out that he was a narcissist person. Now, getting married to a narcissist person is one of it's a hell of an experience. And this lady, this heroine was so smart enough to say that no, I will not continue with this person even though I love him so much. And she took she made a choice of stepping out of that. And then it was shown that this man tried to harass her, that and he threatened her. But then what she did was that she herself, in one of the programs that were being held in the college auditorium, she took the mic in her hand and she herself admitted to what all she had done with the boy, you know, like being with being getting physical with the boy and all that. She said, now I have told everything to everyone, so I'm not scared at all. I have spoken up. And this is such an important thing that I think so we women need to learn to speak up. To, if we are suffering, we should not be suffering alone. We need to speak up, we need to tell. If the mother is not listening, if or if the family is not listening, there are people out there who can help you out, and we should reach out to help ourselves at this time. Also, the other person who was there was Mrs. Manasi Ambedkar, and she was a very dashing counselor. And she, in a very systematic way, she showed the kids how to develop their personality. Even I had the chance of speaking, and a school principal was also there who also spoke. But I told the students, I taught the students that there are four pillars on which your personality should be built: self love, self value, self respect, and self confidence. If you have these four things in your life, you do not need a partner to help you in every which way. You can protect yourself. You can be financially independent. You can look after your emotional and mental health also. In fact, you can be so smart that you can go out of your way and help people who really need that help. And we had a very interesting question and answer session with the students, where even the men, the boys also participated in a very, very active way. And that interaction was really good. And in fact, even after the seminar got over, there were a few people, a few girls who had come to us. And in that, one boy was also there who came to us, and they also shared their stories of abuse, of getting physically and sexually abused at different places, and we were able to help them also. Here, I must say that the college principal also played a very important role, because he was so active throughout the session. And even after the session, the college counselor, we members, and the college principal, we all took it to our heart to help these children. And again, today, all these children are not victims anymore. In fact, now they're helping the counselor to do more such work, and they're bringing more and more students to the counselor so that she can help them out. And we are also there. These were many projects that we did. Also, there were projects where we have helped an NGO who have rescued girls who were, brought to the city on the false pretext of getting a job or getting married here. But then they were either sold away, or they were just left just like that. So this NGO helps them, they rescue them, and then they give shelter to these girls. So we also went there, and we talk to these girls, and we try to either send them back to their villages, or if possible, if it is okay with them, we help them trying to find a job here so that they become financially independent. Just like these, we have been doing many other projects. It is an ongoing process. This is a very, very huge subject. And this is something which the society has been fighting. Sorry to say, but the women have been fighting for thousands of years. And I think so this time, the time has come for this to stop. If not stop, at least to lessen down the intensity of these things that are happening nowadays. Women are always seen as an object of being of a plaything, but I think so women are much more than that. And we see that in the eyes, through the roles that our mothers have played, our aunts have played, our elders have played in the family. For us to bring out these women from their shell is our main motto now. For us, it is mandatory that we reach out to these people. But also at the same time, I really would like to say that we want these people also to come out, because we cannot go to their homes and take them out. We want to tell them that you are supported, you are seen, you are heard, and you are helped by us. So please come out. Uh, Gandhiji said, if you want to see the change in society, be the change. So the change has to come from within. We cannot go to each and every home and find out about it. So through this munch, I would like to request all the young girls and the women who are suffering to please come out, speak out, and say what they are suffering, what problems they are going through. So we will be able to help them out. There are many people who are doing so. There are counselors, there are life coach, there are healers like me, there are therapists, and there are doctors, psychologists, and there are NGOs. There are organizations like ours. We are here to help. If you feel alone, if you feel unsupported, we are always there. We can help you out. And we will make a point to, like just like these college and the school girls, they came out of this problem. We will make all the efforts that we can to help you come out of this. So in the end, I would just like to say that more and more people should also join us in this endeavor to help make a better change in the society, because I feel that one voice can bring a change, but many voices can bring about a movement. And that is the requirement of the day. I once again thank TarangManch for giving me this opportunity to share my experiences in this field, and helping me to express myself, and bringing this very, very serious cause to the light. Let us together fight this. Let us end the violence against women and young girls through joint efforts. Our unity is what is required here. So let's all come together to make this world a better place by helping these women to develop, empower them, not just in the field of beauty, but to make them a woman of substance. Thank you so much.